Um, this is not a reaction video. Let me start out with that explaining. So, okay, I just started, please. This is not a reaction video, and it is just going to be a little like this is not even a vlog. I don't know how to actually describe this video, honestly saying. But let's just start. How many of you believe in paranormal activities, like in paranormal in general? How many of you do believe in such things? I personally have been a believer since very young age. I don't remember then. I think I always believed in such things, especially as a kid. I didn't consider something like that unreal and stuff. I just believed it. I just felt it. And as someone who has her own abilities to feel an energy, different kind of energy, I'm very sensitive to this kind of things. I feel everything, and it's not always possible to block all the things. That's why could have headaches and stuff like that going on, and yeah, so that happens. But what I'm trying to say is it's just a small little story about my encounter. Like it's not really an encounter. Let me explain. It happened yesterday. As I said, I like to watch paranormal activity pretty much when I feel like I want to watch it. I believe in it and I watch it. I'm not obsessed with it or something like that. I just enjoy watching that, and I'm not scared watching it. I can watch it at night. I mean, it's totally fine. I'm not scared. There's many things that exist and been around. Many of you might have heard about the doll Annabelle. Excuse me. And many other paranormal stories, and cases, files by the Warrens. Lorraine Warren and Ed Warren, they're one of the famous people who lived that kind of life. And yeah, this is a different kind of story. I'm not going to dwell on this story, honestly, because I'm not really much, like, I don't have much of a knowledge about this story. I just know that it's a haunted doll. I've heard about this a few years ago, but I wasn't really much interested in it, because that's just, yeah, there are some dolls in the world that are considered haunted, a lot of places that consider haunted, and yeah. So this doll's name is Peggy, and I don't even remember exactly. It's in a museum, Zach something museum. I don't remember even his full name. He had a famous reality show. I don't even remember the name because I've never watched it. If you're familiar with two YouTubers who like to investigate haunted places, their name is Sam&Colby. Very funny young guys who's recording these videos, going out there trying to find out and consider themselves to be kind of really already an experienced people in that field. Well, they're trying to, and yeah, they've been pretty interesting videos, and I am watching their videos, and yeah, they've been to that museum with that haunted doll, and there's a big box, and there's like a bed of people died on it. And well, so what I'm trying to say here is that that doll is in the museum, and a lot of people, even before, I don't know how they came to be in that museum, because well, I'm not really interested in it, honestly. I know I heard about the woman who had the doll and had all the experiences and weird stuff happening to her, and people when she told the story, well, people who seen the doll, like not only had an actual contact with the doll, but through the screen and like pictures, videos, they experience really weird stuff happening to them. And yeah, I was watching them, and the guys just went there and tried to make eye contact with the doll, like staring contest, stuff like that. And they covered the eyes of the doll and for the viewers, and later they did uncover it to show. And yeah, of course I looked at her eyes, and nothing can physically harm me. I do believe in paranormal, obviously I do, but nothing can harm me because I also believe in God and I'm under protection. So I'm not scared of these things, and they cannot harm me, and I'm watching and I'm protected, so that's totally fine. Well, they all went completely normal. This really common things that people experience looking at a doll, even through the screen: chest pains, nightmares, and other like nauseous things happening to them. So what happened to me? The day went by and I went to sleep, and I'm not the kind of person who sees and remembers her dreams a lot, which is a good actually thing. If you had a dream and you remember the dream, that means that it's something in your mind trying to tell you something in your life, that unconscious mind of yours trying to tell you something about, and it of course it has something to do with you. It could be connected to the past and the future, but the dreams are messages. It can be really weird, but not all the dreams, like scary dreams and stuff like that, considered to be scary and stuff like that. But this one, I wasn't really, I would say, scared. I was just weirded out by it. I'm living in a completely different country, and I imagine myself being in London, or I just felt like that because the style of the house, I don't remember everything in detail, but it looked like a Victorian style house. And obviously I don't live in the kind of house, and I don't live in England, so yeah, that was just later that I just thought about it. And although that obviously is not a country that I live in right now. And yeah, that's the first thing. I had my dad in the dream. Nothing weird. Like I mean, what I'm saying, it's a whole weird story, honestly. So the weirdest thing, why I can't get to it really. There were two corpses in my dream. Two women. I have no idea who these women are. Where I have absolutely no idea who they were. So the dresses they were wearing, it's something this English style dresses, honestly, and it looks close to the style that they had in Victorian England. Yes. Yeah, that's what I remember, and that's the most I remember in detail, honestly. One of the things that I remember in detail. The second corpse, I don't really remember. I think she was in a nightgown, that long, again, that English style, that's close to 19th and 18th century nightgowns, again. Well, but the second one that I remember the most, they had her hair up, again, the style, English, 18th century, 19th century, cause something in between style, hair, Victorian style, then the women used to put their hair up, and yeah, that style of 19th, 18th century, or 19th. So I told you about the dresses, the one, the style, the nightgown one. One was in a nightgown, again a 19th, 18th century style, English style. The hair was down, half of the hair was down as I remember, but the other one that was lying in a bed. First of all, my dad kind of, it was nighttime, and he was going to bed, and the bed was well, it was a single bed, and it was perfectly shaped into the wall, like the size of the bed, and the ceiling was kind of similar to this one, but without a window. It was like the white color, but it had this part like here, and like the shape was similar, but without the window. So you imagine what a coincidence, right? That I have that kind of shaped place here. Okay. So yeah, he went to sleep there. Again, I mean, the style of bed and the shape one were very European, and again English. So well, I guess I went back to Victorian England, and I've never been to England, so it's well, nice, really. Okay. So yeah, and for some reason I was waiting for one corpse to be moved. She was sitting in a chair, very old kind of chair again, the one in the nightgown, and I don't know who or what, but someone, I never seen a face or anything, but someone obviously moved her. And I remember there was something that moved her, and I was waiting for that. And when she was moved, I went back to my dad, and he was already asleep. But as I couldn't move the other one, oh yeah, I didn't tell you about the other one. The other one in the dress, that Victorian style dress with her hair up, was lying in another bed, and that, if I remember it right, and I'm sure I do. The one that, why I was waiting for the one to be moved, and the one was lying in the bed to be moved on the chair, from which the one in the nightgown was moved somewhere else. Maybe a coffin, maybe another room, I don't know, I don't remember that, but yeah. The other one with the dress was lying in a bed, and as I remember, I think there was a bed that I was supposed to go to sleep to. Yeah, guys, and when one was moved, I went to my dad, I woke him up because I couldn't do it myself, and I told him that she was moved, and he got up, and he very gently but he got the corpse on his hands, and he went to the chair and put her very gently on the chair. I'm talking about corpses here, guys. So yeah, and then he did that. Obviously I was with him all the time, and I don't remember, I think we went down by stairs. Okay, that doesn't matter. So the chair where we went, and where he placed the corpse in the dress, a little bit further, like in front, you know, this windows, like long shaped windows in the houses, usually the windows is on the staircases, like you go up. I don't remember how it's called in English. So well, yeah, I looked up, and I see there's slowly like appearing to a face starting to appear out of nowhere, floating in the air, and then I see a body floating without legs. Again, it looked like a woman, somewhat a woman in a nightgown, I think, and I remember she was bluish a little bit, and yeah, her face appeared first, and what I remember, she was looking at me and kind of weirdly started to smile, in an evil way smile. And to say that I was really freaked out by it, no, but I did somehow scream to my dad, look up there, do you see what I see right now, like. And after that I remember him looking up, and after that, that's all what I remember, nothing else. I don't know if he seen what I was seeing in that moment, but after that I remember waking up, and I was kind of really calm. It wasn't like, no, it's not, none of it. I was like, from waking up from a beautiful dream that kind of like, just opened my eyes. That's how I woke up. I was wet, guys. My neck was wet. I sweated a lot, and of course it's normal. It's summer, so and it's the place that I sleep. I do sweat a lot because the window is right above my bed, so it's summer, and it's can be sunny, really sunny at the morning. So yeah, getting sweaty is normal, but my neck was all wet. My shirt was wet, so I got up very slowly. I went to the bathroom. I needed to wash up very urgently. I went back in. A few minutes later, I just realized, well, oh my god, this is not a coincidence, what I just seen. I mean, I was trying to remember how exactly I got this weird dream. Even all the dreams connected to your life somehow, but there some parallels that you can draw if you like been watching some weird stuff, some movies, scary movies or whatever, that could affect your dreams too. And yeah, I obviously experienced that, but I'm a person that usually don't really remember her dreams. I used to do it in the past when I was younger, and it's honestly a good thing that you don't remember your dreams. It means that despite all the things that you can go through in your life, that even our dreams like really connected to our emotional state mostly, but it just means that everything it's kind of under control. It's under your control. That's when you don't remember your dreams. It's not a bad thing at all. It's a good actually thing. And if you dream something and remember it every day, that means that something connected maybe to the past or future, and obviously in present, or something's trying to warn you, tell you about something that is connected to you, not to nothing else. It's connected to you always. Yeah, so yeah, it's been really a while since I dreamed and remember a dream. And this one, well, that was very vivid moments. That certain parts that I talked about, that's all that I remember, and it was so real, guys. Especially the part when we got the corpse down to put her in a chair, and the part with the floating, starting with head, then the body without her legs. That looked so real. I mean, I was there. So yeah, and after a few minutes, then I got back to the bed, and let me tell you, I'm not a morning person at all, but if I wake up in the morning, usually having a good night's sleep, well, a normal night's sleep, I wake up at 8, maybe 9, if I don't have to go up, to wake up, I mean, earlier because of the work and other stuff. So yeah, 8 o'clock the earliest. Yeah, I would wake up. And yeah, when I opened my eyes calmly after seeing that one last thing that I remember, yelling at my dad to look up, going to wash myself up, coming back, I just grabbed my phone and checked the time. Or I did it before, doesn't matter. And I see it's 5 o'clock in the morning, 5 a.m. And after like a few minutes, I realized, well, trying to remember what I was watching, well, I watched nothing to trigger some kind of weird dreams like that, especially with my dad in it. if for my like you know guys, I've had very interesting kind of dreams in my life. I could write a book and not just one about my dreams. That's how interesting, weird, and full of really peculiar set in my dreams have had. So yeah, I could write scripts for the movies, and I'm not even going to sit back and act like that movies wouldn't really do good. They will blow up with movies, and I'm 100% sure that that kind of movie will just blow up. The people will love it. They will go crazy for it. The movies I could write scripts for, taking everything from my dreams that I still remember. Yeah. So yeah, I've had very very different kind of dreams, very weird, and they're different. There's horror dreams, paranormal dreams, like, you know, very weird dreams. I've seen dreams where I lost someone I love, and you know, when you've seen something really bad happen in your dream, it doesn't really mean bad in life. So I've learned about it a lot since I was younger, because I've seen very scary for me dream. The scariest of my dreams at the young age, first time. So yeah, I did try to research and understand what the dreams means, and after that I calmed myself, and I just knew what it meant, and I dealt with that differently. So yeah, you just learn. It's experience, and you learn growing up. And yeah, very different kind of dreams. Again, something to do with horror, paranormal, connected to me obviously, and also sci-fi. A lot of sci-fi. Gosh, guys, I could really write such a good books and scripts. I'm not saying that I'm good writer, but if I had someone to write for me, I could do it myself. I had that idea actually, but for that I need to be very prepared, mentally prepared for that. So yeah. But this one was different. I felt different, and I just couldn't ignore the fact that after thinking about what could affect this dream, what the actual how. And I remembered that I watched the video, and I looked at girls. How it's weird I said girl. They believe that there's a woman or a girl in the doll. Yeah. So yeah, I looked at the doll's eyes, Peggy's eyes, and they say she doesn't like to be called Peggy, but well. Nothing happened at the moment. As I said, I'm protected. Nothing can harm me, because I'm under protection of God, Jesus Christ, and but somehow even me, because I do feel that kind of stuff, I do feel energy, it did kind of affect me. I couldn't block it, and I just didn't give it much of a thought, because I wasn't afraid of it. And you see, one of the things that people talked about, and those who had a contact with her through the screen, or actually seeing her, well, chest pains, headaches, nauseous feeling again, and nightmares. I don't know if I could call this a nightmare, well, it is. It was a nightmare, but I just wasn't scared, I guess. It just was weird. It's really weird. Yeah, I'm 100% sure that it's connected to the exactly to the doll, because I looked at her eyes very closely. Well, they like shot it really close, their eyes, and the doll has beautiful blue eyes actually. And it's an old doll, as I'm not sure where the doll comes from, the century. It will be really funny if it's from 19th century, but it didn't look like that old. But you know, it depends how you take care of the things. They can't and how well the things done when they were created, and if you take care of them, they can last for years, for more than 1 century. So the dolls are no exception. There's a lot of old dolls from 20th, 19th, 18th centuries that I've seen. I've seen a lot of this stuff, and I don't know the whole history of the doll, but she might be from the century. Even for the style, it's she has a short blonde hair. So yeah, I guess I'm not even sure if I want to look that up. I did think, but I'm sure that it's connected to it. I mean, why would I live in it completely? I mean, I've seen dreams where I traveled to different countries, different places. I met a lot of people that are no longer alive. People that, well, even famous people. I remember seeing Elvis in my dream. So yeah, I'm telling you, I've had such peculiar dreams, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I have. And this one, well, this was a weird experience, and I'm sure that it was connected to the doll. So yeah, I just wanted to share this, guys. If you're interested in this kind of stories and you watch this video till the end, well, thank you very much, because this is not a reaction video, and I know that most of you come to my channel to watch reaction. But we just wanted to share, let this be a little like vlog type of videos. Well, it's closest that I can compare to, not like a talk, you know. So I guess don't know what else to edit. It just was it was weird, and yeah. I guess I will remember it. I mean, I'm thinking, should I tell my dad about this? I mean, he doesn't believe in stuff, and he is, and I told my mom about this, and she's skeptical, but in the same time, she's scared of stuff like this. They not really kind of people who believe in this kind of stuff. So yeah, but I can make people believe in stuff. I can do that. So yeah, I'll think about should I tell my dad or not about this. I mean, out of all people, that was my dad. That's well, she played a nice trick on me, really. Peggy doll. 2 corpses. I mean, we were moving a corpse down the stairs on the chair, and I screamed, seeing a floating figure in the window, and the window appeared to be open. It was closed first, and we came down, and then it just appeared to be open out nowhere, and that floating figure appeared. Yeah, and I screamed to tell my dad to look up. And there's was nothing weird. I mean, there was floating figure, but there was nothing weird about us moving a corpse down the stairs. You know, that wasn't the freakiest part of it all. Yeah, that's again, I wasn't scared. It was just very nauseous and weird feeling that I was going through. So yeah, guys. Tell me about your experience, if you had any kind of paranormal experience. Or this is not my first experience. Well, I never had a really big experience with paranormal, to be honest with you, because I was always able to protect myself from it. But when I was young, I did encounter someone, and that someone was my grandmother. I was alone at home, and it's just a short story. Before the New Year's Eve, I was just cleaning the house, make it all look steady and beautiful, and I just saw a figure in the window again, and it was perfectly shaped, and I recognized my grandmother. I was scared, and then like maybe a minute later, I was looking at her, and it just I calmed myself down. I saw her, and I calmed myself down somehow, because I knew it was her, and I knew that I was safe, and that was it. I just continued doing what I was doing. I think that was the first encounter that I remember. Yeah. So guys, let me know. I got a little bit emotional thinking about my grandmother. Let me know if you'd like to share your stories, if you ever encountered something. I mean, that would be interesting. Share in the comments. Yeah. So this was it. It's what I wanted to tell you. Thank you so much for watching this and sticking till the end of the video. If you haven't done so, I'm really thankful for that, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.